Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sip Tea Talk Shit with me, Megan. Today I've actually got a very special guest with me. I thought who better to talk shit with than my own skin and blister. So we've got my big sister Kaitlin here. How are you doing?
Oh, okay. Slightly scared, but...
Slightly scared, Kaitlin. I can feel you. The nerves hitting me, like the nerve waves hitting me through over here.
I don't do cameras, Megan, you know this.
You'll be absolutely fine. Don't you worry about it at all. So basically what we're going to do is we're here, we're chill, we've brought our blankets. I've got my little itty bitty titty mug with me.
And I have a cat obsession.
Yes. And we're just going to chill. We're just going to talk, have some fun. Oh, my slippers. I just want to show off my funky slippers that I've got here. Yeah, they're fucking class, by the way. I need to stop swearing.
And I'm normal and have fluffy ones.
Lovely. So, to start off, what's it like being related to me? How good is it?
It's an adventure, for sure. I never know what Megan I'm going to get. If you're going to, like, just be your normal mental self, or if you're going to bite my head off if I breathe.
Yeah, but I feel like you're actually one of the people that you know every side to me. Most people you meet, it's like they get one side or the other. They get the nice one or the daft one.
Whereas I get all of it.
Whereas you get everything
Yep.
all at once. Like, it's just like a train that just boom, right at you.
These stories I can tell you about this one.
Maybe
It's
not
brilliant.
though. Maybe not though. But yeah, I honestly see us two grown up. So Kaitlin is 1 year and
12
days older than me. I was a massive accident. My mum and dad would happily admit that. They did not want me at all, but here we are.
What do you mean?
They didn't want me
wanted you.
until they had me, and now they've got me and they don't want me.
You were just a surprise. That's
I'm
all.
nuts.
You were a big surprise. But I'm happy that I'm not an only child.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I feel like if we wouldn't be as close as we are if we did not grow up similar in age, if that makes sense, because I feel like you're 1999, I'm 2000. I feel like the older we got, the more things started to change. We were born at this time when everything was the same still.
Yeah. I mean, look at like half our friends that have kids.
Yeah.
They're like, they grow up completely differently to us.
Yeah.
It's so, it's weird how different it is, but like it's not shocking at the same time because it's obviously time's changed.
I like it though. I like that we grew up so close in age because we've been each other's best friends. Like, to be fair, it's not just been me and Kaitlin. We've had like another sibling, as we like to call her, our best friend Megan. She was our neighbour, and she's 3 months older than Kaitlin, so we're all around about the same age. And she basically lived with us. We grew up as like
years,
triplets. We may as well have been triplets.
I think you two were more alike than what you and I are. Like back then, like you two were quite like careless and free, and I was like more timid. You've always been
very, is it introverted?
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas
you're extroverted.
I'm totally different. So, but I feel like that works well together.
It does, but it's weird now because like I'm still introverted. But if you ran into me in the street, I would strike up a random conversation with a random stranger. But I don't like people.
I don't like people.
No, but you get what I mean by that. Like I'm not a people person.
Oh no, absolutely.
Like I'm very much would rather enjoy my own company than like sit in a room with a bunch of people. But like at the same time, if someone started a conversation with me, I would get really involved in the conversation.
I wouldn't say you've always been like that though, because when we were younger, you were always out playing.
Yeah.
Like, and if we were out playing, sometimes fair enough, you would go to the park and 8 years old and take a book. Like, you did used to do that. Me and Megan were back flipping off the swings and like scaling the climbing frame, and you were sat there reading like Harry Potter at the big age of 8.
Thanks for outing me like that, Megan. Really,
but
really
yeah,
thanks.
no, but genuinely, it's as you've got older, you've become more and more introverted. But you used to like not be as bad, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Like, I enjoy my own company, but like, yeah,
there's
like I'll happily sit in my house on a Saturday night and read instead of going out. But like, I feel like the group of friends that I have, like, we can all be introverted and we can all be extroverted. So like, the three of us together can all just happily like sit and do this. Like, we don't have to go out anywhere to do it. Like, but at the same time, we can go like we have done. We go like 5 and 6 months without seeing each other.
Yeah,
and we're still like the best of friends.
Yeah, I absolutely couldn't do that. The longest like friendship I have without seeing the person is I've got a friend called Eva, and she lives in Toulouse.
I love Eva.
In France, and I met Eva when I was 14. 2014, yes, I was 13 going on 14. We became like internet BFFs. We bonded over 5 seconds of summer.
Yep, through Twitter.
She was
Twitter
like 13.
fan pages.
Yeah, she was like 13 years old, and her mum was like, yeah, off you go to Scotland, go meet Megan, and just had this random stranger come and stay with us for a week.
But that was probably the most wholesome thing that I think I remember seeing was when we got Eva at the airport and you just ran towards each other. Like it was one of those like American cheesy movie moments.
Yeah.
It was honestly so wholesome to watch.
Yeah. But you've never really like done anything like that. So I think we are totally polar opposite people, but we're like best friends at the same time. There's the older that we've got, the more similar we've gotten, if that makes sense. But we are still completely polar opposites.
I mean, like, obviously, I went and lived in a foreign country for 6 months by myself. Like, you would never have done that.
No, absolutely not. No, I don't even like going upstairs by myself.
You still run up the stairs in case the demon gets you.
Especially if the lights are off, I will scream and cry until the minute I reach my bedroom.
The one thing that she did, and I'm outing you for this, that used to drive me nuts when I still lived with you and we shared a room, was that if you went downstairs in the middle of the night, every light was on. The bedroom light, the hall light, the downstairs light, the torch.
Yeah. I still do that, to be fair. Like,
and I don't understand. There's no one in the house. It's only you.
There's ghosts in the house.
There's Megan. There's not a ghost in that house.
There is a ghost in that house.
I'm not downloading another ghost tracker app. I'm not doing it.
You don't have to. I'll do it myself. I'm a big girl.
You phoned me from your house and said, I'm coming to stay with you. Download a ghost tracker app and check your house. You did.
No, it was Kaitlin. I've seen a ghost. You need to come and stay with me. And I made you come down to the house and stay with me. And I had kept the lamp on because I was terrified.
I told you to come to mine, but you said no because also Barcy would have.
You've got a cat, and I'm allergic to cats, and I hate it.
She says that as though he's the worst thing on earth. He is the cutest wee cat ever.
No. I totally. He's like I'm not superstitious at all.
He's a black cat.
I'm not. No, but like would I say I'm superstitious?
Yes,
no,
you are superstitious.
I won't walk across 3 drains. I will never split a pole.
That means you're superstitious.
Yeah,
you won't step on a crack
you
because
have
of
to
the
go
whole
and get
my
a
back thing.
Black cat, which is. But it's something superstitious anyway, bad luck or whatever.
It's like,
and every time I'm in your house or around that cat, I'm ill. I get scratched.
You don't get
I get some
every
form
time.
of bad luck.
What has he ever done to you apart from hide behind the washing machine?
Kaitlin, he bit my ankle.
Right, to be fair, there is a story behind this. That was your fault.
No.
Yes.
I fully blame Mum.
You can't blame Mum.
I can blame Mum.
You jumped on top of me.
Debbie will suck it up and have to deal with it because it's absolutely 100% her problem.
Didn't help that Barcy had jumped up next to Dad and Dad didn't see him and Barcy got a fright, and then you jumped on top of Mum who had jumped on top of me and you screamed. I think that was the thing, was because you shouted. Barcy thought, oh God, Mum's being attacked.
Doesn't mean he has to come and bite my ankles.
It was defending me.
Nah, I don't care.
Millie would do that for you. Unless the person who was attacking brought food.
No, my dog is an absolute nutter. But that's the thing. I'm a dog person. You're a cat person. You're the...
No, but it's actually weird because I am still more of a dog person, but just I have a cat.
But you're not the only cat person in the family. Like, obviously, Dad's side...
Well, that wasn't even Grandpa's cat. That was Linda's cat.
Yeah, but... Yeah, I'd say you're the only cat person in the family.
I'm the only person in the family who has a cat now because...
Yeah, but who prefers cats? I don't know why anyone would prefer a cat to a dog. That's mind blowing to me, genuinely.
He's so cute though. He's so cuddly. Like I can pick Barcy up in one arm, just walk around carrying him. Whereas with Millie, you need a crane.
Yeah, and Millie refused to walk the other day. So my dog is 5 years old.
Yeah.
She's 5 years old. Is she?
Yeah, she's 5. She was 5 in December.
And she is the fattest dog you'll ever meet in your life. And she just refused to walk, like, because she always gets let off at the house. She refused to walk, and I had to put my arms under her and try and carry her. And I was like hobbling down the hill with her, and she was trying to get away. But she just does this thing that if she sees something that she likes, she'll just lie down. She doesn't care where she is. She doesn't care if it's the middle of the road. Doesn't care if an oncoming car, like a car's coming. She will just lie there and she'll play with whatever she's got. And honestly, that was like a muscle workout for the 2 seconds that I had to lift her up.
I remember the days when Mum used to send us to the shop and you refused to carry the 2-litre carton of milk because it was too heavy for you, and now you're lifting a dog that weighs like 10 cartons of milk.
Do you remember there was a time, so there was us two, and then our friend Megan, and then my mum, and there was a gem carpets on like our street not too far away.
You two abandoned me
and
that
this was
day.
at the point when
Abandoned.
but my mum decided she wanted a bathroom carpet. Who puts a carpet in the bathroom?
It wasn't a good idea.
No,
that's all I'll say.
But she also trusted me and Megan to walk home with the carpet. So we were carrying it. She was at the front and I was at the back and blah blah blah. And Megan got fed up carrying it, so she put it down. And then I was like that. Well, I'm not doing it by myself, so I put it down. We just walked away
and left me
and left Kaitlin. My mum's like that. Where's the carpet? Back there. Where's Kaitlin? Back there. And you just saw Kaitlin humping this carpet by herself, age 9, sweating and crying. And I was so unbothered by the situation. I was just like, you have at it.
It's a good thing I was a strong 9-year-old. Like, truly it was. Otherwise that carpet would have been ruined by the time we got home.
To be fair, like, I used to refuse to carry a carton of milk and you're humping this big massive carpet thinking like you're muscle man, like absolutely loving life. But I feel like we've got so many funny stories like that though.
Even things that people wouldn't find funny, but we find hilarious. I was going to say,
we probably find this stuff hilarious and people are going to be watching that and be like, it's not that funny. But
to us it's funny because like, the context.
It's when you're like young and you realise that one child is really smart and really independent and really responsible and the other one is so impulsive that they just... Like, I used to be like that. Oh, I wonder what it feels like to smack my head off that wall. And I would just smack my head off the wall. Like, that's the kind of shit that I would do.
Yeah, whereas I would think about, wait, should I smack my head off the wall? Nah, that's not a good idea.
I feel like that's not even something you would think about. Like, never in a million years, but you've always been the responsible one. You've always been the one to steer me away from trouble. But as the older sister, I think that is more of like an older sister thing.
Yeah, but also in that fact, just because I was the older responsible sister, the one who I'm meant to be her conscience that says don't do the stupid thing you're thinking about doing, doesn't mean she'll listen to me.
Oh, absolutely.
Like in any sense of the word. No. Like when I told you not to sit on top of the ballet bar because it's a bit plastic.
And then I fell and broke my arm.
Yep.
And then I blamed someone else. And I was like, that she pushed me. She absolutely didn't.
No, she didn't.
But I wasn't taking the blame for being stupid.
Just being stupid. Yeah. And I think the 4.5 hours that we sat in A&E really set that in stone, that you had been stupid.
I remember there was another time and it was at the caravan, and because we used to have a caravan, and I was swinging in the swings one day, and I used to do this thing that I used to be able to sit down and backflip off the swing, right?
And I hated every minute.
But I think it was my birthday, and it was your birthday.
There was that many. It might not even been either of our birthdays. There was that many of us there.
No, it was because I'd just gotten a new phone, and it was that wee pink phone that you flipped it and the wee keyboard came out.
Oh, what was it?
The really shitty, horrible phone.
Yeah, I remember.
Like,
it was only about that
Yeah,
long.
it was tiny.
And it was slipped up to the side. Why did we think that was like the best phone
Because
ever?
that was the thing. I went from that to like a BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Blackberries were fantastic. I'd go back to a BlackBerry any day of the week.
I still remember when we got our first phones that Christmas, because Mum and Dad had said, because also me being a year older than Megan, we were, for some things, like they gave her it early than they would, or I waited a bit longer.
Yeah.
And the phone one,
we had to
wait a bit longer because they wanted you to be 8.
Yeah. So it was after my birthday.
And our parents basically, we knew we were getting phones for Christmas, and then...
No, you knew you were getting a phone, and I remember, and you got to one of your last presents and you were getting so upset because you hadn't yet found a phone.
Yeah.
And see, looking back on it, I would rather have not had that phone. It had an antenna. Literally, who am I phoning? Who am I texting? Why do I need that?
I mean, yeah.
We didn't do anything on our phones. We had each other's number, Mum's number, Dad's number.
Gran and Papa's. But I think it was because we had the caravan.
Yeah.
And it was Mum and Dad didn't want us like out without having a way to communicate, whether either with each other or with them. Because at caravan we would go out at like 9 a.m. and I don't think we would come back.
Yeah, we wouldn't come back. We would always stick together. We were always together no matter what.
Or if we weren't, we knew where each other was.
Yeah. Well, the caravan site wasn't exactly massive. You can't really get lost. It's a big circle. So it was like you would eventually find each other, but because of the age that we were, we grew up in the exact same friend group. Like,
Yeah.
our whole lives, basically. The only time our friend groups changed, I'd say, was uni.
I mean,
Because even in high school, the friends that you had in high school, like, one of them had a sister who was
that
one of
you
my
were
best
friends
friends.
with,
And they were the exact same age, so we were all still in the same friend group. So we didn't really, like, go apart from each other and start doing our own thing until then.
But even when we were, like, in high school, we had separate friend groups, obviously, but we all had gaffs together.
Yeah.
Like, there was always, 15 to 20 of us in the house.
But yous were actually the most boring people ever at a gaff. And I'm going to expose yous right now. We had a house party for someone's birthday. This was when I was in 5th year, because it was when I got my first boyfriend. And
it was his 16th, yeah. I know the friend.
We were all going absolutely nuts in the living room,
was my friend.
having the best time. Absolutely blasting Celtic songs. Not a single Celtic supporter in the room. This gaff was in the middle of Lark Hall. It was absolutely horrendous.
And you wonder why
and
we're in the kitchen.
You and your friends, no, you weren't in the kitchen. You were in the room playing card games.
Were we?
Yes, and then the police came in and you were like, oh, we've not drank. And even I think the police were like that. You're at a fucking party, why are you not having a drink?
No, that was exam.
No, this was one of my friends' birthdays, and it was on Valentine's, yes.
Were we not studying for our exams? That's what we were there for.
You would have been.
Because,
so you were in the room
because
studying,
the friend
and we were in the other room.
Was it not the friend whose birthday it was, but my friend's sister had said to the police.
We really don't need to get into this.
This is what I'm thinking of. This is how I'm remembering this. But someone hid behind the door in the kitchen when the police were in.
Yeah, 3 people hid in the shower.
I didn't know that.
And we all get carted out. Yeah, because do you not remember? We all get flung out and we were running about and all the neighbours were out. Because this was like on a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday, it was a bank holiday. It was like Pancake and Tuesday, Valentine's Day. One of my friends' birthdays.
Right.
So we just assumed that nobody would have work, nobody would have anything to do. So we were just going to put all the windows down. And we just thought everyone else would be having a party as well. And grown men were actually shouting some like verbal abuse towards us because of the stuff that we were playing and all that. And at this point, I was like 16.
But these were
And
playing,
yous were
these were
like,
playing
"No, we weren't
Celtic
doing
songs.
anything."
These were playing Celtic songs.
But that's funny.
Not to the people surrounding.
I don't care. It was funny to us. So see, as long as we're having fun.
Was it still
That's
funny?
not a good
Was
way
it
to look
still
at
funny
things,
when
to
you
be
get
fair.
chucked out?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The difference between us.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're such polar opposites. It's nuts. Like, the only thing that we've got in common was you did a music degree and I did a drama degree.
Yeah, we're
So
fans
that's
of the
like
arts.
We're both fans of the arts. But out with that,
There's
nothing really.
No.
We don't really have the same music tastes. Well, we do.
Thanks to Dad.
We do. Like, we grew up listening to what did they listen to? The Libertines, Dire Straits. He loved Lady Gaga, the Fame Monster.
Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters. Lady Gaga fits right in with all that.
Stone Roses.
Yeah, so we grew up like listening to all that kind of stuff. But out with that, Kate, you loved the Vamps.
I did.
I hated the Vamps.
I
You
still
liked
do.
the Vamps, One Direction. Do you know?
5 Sauce we bond over.
Yes, but when we were younger, we shared a room up until you moved out when you were 17.
18 I moved out, Megan.
Kaitlin moved out when she was 17.
I was 18 when I
You
moved
were
out.
17.
I wasn't. I was
You were?
18 because
Right.
it was the year I turned 19.
Right, fantastic. So Kaitlin moved out when she was 18, and before that we shared a room. And on the walls, Kaitlin would only allow One Direction posters. You were only allowed, and they had to have Niall in them. If they didn't have Niall in them, they weren't allowed to go on the wall. And I had one Justin Bieber poster, and we shared this room, and she made me put it in the inside of the cupboard door. And it was really tragic, actually.
Now that I think about it, the poor poster on the other side of that door.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Do you know one thing?
I just really didn't like
one
him.
thing that you did allow me to have, but I feel like because you were the older one, you were always like, yeah, Kaitlin, you can do what you want. It was always a Kaitlin gets what Kaitlin wants, Megan, you just need to fucking suck it up. That's what it was. So it was like, if you didn't want a Justin Bieber poster, we didn't get to have a Justin Bieber poster. You let me have one Janoskians poster.
Did we both have one?
Maybe, but I had one
don't know.
Janoskians poster. That's what I was allowed in the room. And the rest of it was One Direction.
Until the blue tack basically just started coming off and it just kept falling down in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that, to be fair, that I think
That
that's
happened a lot.
Yeah, it did happen a lot and it was terrifying.
I woke up, it was the Zen one that fell, wasn't it? And it fell on top of you. You just kind of shit a brick. Sorry. You shit a brick because it fell on top of you.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. Obviously, that's going to be absolutely terrifying for anybody. I was screaming the place down.
Once I realised what it was, I think I was laughing.
Yeah, but before that. What other funny stories? Do you have any funny stories? I feel like we've got too many funny stories, but what's one funny story that really sticks in your mind? But our definitions of funny can be quite different sometimes. The poor security guard at our old caravan site, there was about 10 of us, and it's just more the memory of we give this guy the runaround. Oh my gosh.
Hiding in shrubs, hiding under caravans, hiding.
We would climb in the skips, and he was an old man. And he
was.
Yeah.
And I feel, thinking about it now, I feel really bad. But at the time...
He died, Kaitlin.
No, he didn't.
You did die.
No, he didn't. Gran thought he had died, and then she saw him up the street.
So Gran told everyone that he died.
Gran told all of us that he
Kaitlin,
died.
He did die.
He didn't.
I spoke to someone. Well, maybe he didn't.
He didn't.
But he's definitely not where we're from. Is he?
No, I don't think he is. But Gran saw him somewhere.
She's made that up. Because he definitely died.
He didn't.
Do you know what? I'm
so
going to
sure
Google this.
didn't.
I'll find it. We will settle this argument later on.
Obituaries?
We'll settle it later
We don't even know his last name.
Davey.
The last name to find in the obituary, Megan.
Do you know what I've actually got a story.
You can just put in Davis security guard.
I've got a story about Gran. I'd love to get Gran on this podcast one day just to talk about all this stuff that she's said.
I've told her she has to do a generations one with like our mum and our gran.
But basically, where we live, so there's 4 in a block, and then in front there's another 4, and then my gran lives
on the adjacent
on the edge. So one day I remember I was like, I went out somewhere and I was driving home, and as I was driving home, my gran and her 2 pals were standing at one of the fences, and they were like whispering to each other. And I shouted over and I was talking to them, and Gran was like that. I'm not going to mention any names here. You'll know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And she was like that, Megan, this person died. And I was like, what? And we'll call him Person A. And it was like, Person A died? Like, he was in the hospital and he just died. And I was like, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, I've just found out. Like, and they were all like, oh, it's such a shame. Like, poor... whatever.
Person A.
Poor person B losing the husband and blah blah blah, and then the poor Wayne and all stuff like that. And I'm stood there and I was like, Gran, I just spoke to them. I was literally going out and said hiya because everyone kind of knows each other. And she was like that. No, you didn't. He's dead. And I was like, he's not. I've just spoke to him. So I text my pal and I was like, is this person dead? And she was like, what? And I was like, well, that's what apparently my gran and all her pals are talking about. And then it turns out that someone else across the scheme, this was during COVID, someone else across the scheme with the exact same name had died, right?
Yeah.
And they just took it upon themselves to say,
to
pass it around and say, this person died. And do you know that way? I was like, that Gran, you're not buying flowers. You can't buy a card. I was like, and you're about to deliver that to a man who's not dead. But this is what I mean. Like, she just gossips. And I think that's where I get my gossiping from. Because
I get my tendency to talk from Gran.
Yeah.
Like, I talk a lot, even to myself. It's quite disturbing.
Yeah, but stuff like that, like, if that's how she acts, I don't want to get old. Not to be fair, I'd be more like Papa. A little bald old man. He's just a wee cutie though, isn't he?
Papa, yeah.
Yeah. But
we love our Gran and Papa. We see them all the time.
I think that's good though, because we've grew up. Our old house was just across from where our new house is. We've always lived next to each other. So my Auntie Janet's on the end, and then 2 doors up, it's me, my mum, my dad. 2 doors up, it's my gran and my papa, and then Caitlin's the next street up.
Yeah, I moved out of our wee town and then came back after 2 years because I missed it.
Yeah, Caitlin, you moved out the country
For 6 months.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Megan, it was amazing. I mean, you're going to Lapland?
Oh yes, I'm going to Lapland in May. I am absolutely buzzing.
It is like a foreign exchange thing. Is probably the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
I mean, I went alone. I was the only person from my uni that went to that location.
To be
so
fair,
I was truly alone.
We're only going for a week though, and there's 3 of us, and we've got a lecturer, so it's not the same thing. But if I didn't have anyone else, then I wouldn't go. But I like to be where my family is. So see a holiday over 10 days, I won't do it. I don't think I could go travelling or anything because I like just knowing that if something's wrong or if I need a question answered, I can just go to someone's house and be like, hiya. Like, I'm not in another country. I don't need to like fly all the way back over because I just have this irrational fear that as soon as I leave, something's going to happen.
That is irrational, actually.
Yeah.
That's very irrational.
Yeah.
But I can see why you would panic.
But is that not a superstitious thing?
Yeah. It's like expecting the worst. It's expecting the worst, but it's one of those like, if I do this, then this is going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen. Like it's like your fear of planes.
Your fear honestly,
of flying. Honestly, I love flying. We're also polar opposites. I could fly all day, every day, and she hates it.
No, but
that's another funny story that I do.
That's the thing. Like, I'm fine when I'm up there.
It's the going
up there and the coming back down. I don't know what it is. I absolutely can't stand it. The only time I've been happy on a flight was I genuinely think I met the love of my life. When I was coming home from Finland and we both sat there. He got me a blueberry juice. We sat with our teddies. We shared earphones and watched Superbad, and I will never see this man again. And honestly, I genuinely felt like I was getting my Your Name moment in a fanfic.
Oh my God.
That's what it felt like.
I remember you telling
unbelievable.
me. I remember her telling me that story and thinking, being so happy that guy was sitting next to her, because any normal person would have been like, okay, there's this terrified wee lassie next to me praying. What did I do? Whereas this guy actually took care of her, so I'm happy about that.
Nah, flying's not for me, but the worst,
because I can't even stand sitting next to you on a flight.
But I don't blame you at all.
The first time that Megan flew, first time we both flew to Salou.
Oh no, don't.
I'm outing you for this because you outed my One Direction obsession. Megan didn't realise that a plane banked. She thought that it had like a steering wheel and it went like that.
I thought that the plane went like this. I didn't know that it went
when she
up
saw
on its side.
When she saw it up on its side, she actually looked out the window and screamed.
I nearly choked on my chewing gum there.
Mum, Dad and I were sitting there like affronted by like and embarrassed by like, oh God, what has she done?
Yeah.
Screaming on a flight, you don't do that.
Not like full. But what age? 15. I must have been about 15.
You were turning 15 because I was turning 16.
We didn't really go on any holidays. Well, we would go like caravan holidays, but obviously I didn't know. And as soon as the plane turned, but it was the same when I went to Bulgaria. I didn't realise when you're coming down at the airport in Bulgaria, it does a last minute turn to go onto the runway. Unless that was just our plane and he was just feeling a bit funky, I don't know. But he turned above and we were so close to the water and I genuinely shut my eyes and held onto my pals because I was like, that's it, we're fucking done. Like, we're going down. And I didn't even get my 10-day holiday. But you're not scared of planes. But the thing is, I'd rather fly than go on a boat because I can't stand water. I hate water. But I wouldn't go in the Eurotunnel because it's underwater.
Yeah.
But I would if there was any other alternative that involved like no water, no flying, I would be absolutely fine. But I feel like you're absolutely fine with either. You used to be like a water child, like a mermaid.
I still love water. Like I genuinely still love, like, not that I swim these days because I get weird looks because of my tattoos, but water, I could be in it all day. Yeah.
You used to be in it for like 6 hours a day at the caravan. Yeah. You came out actually wrinkled.
Like I can swim. I'm not the strongest swimmer, but I enjoy swimming, whereas Megan doggy paddles.
I can't really swim.
She used to be able to swim because we did swimming lessons as children and she could swim perfectly fine, but as she's got older, she's like, nah, I'm not doing it.
That's it. I feel like when it comes, like, we just have different things that we're good at and different things that we're not. You can sing, I can't. We can both dance.
That's debatable.
We've got that in common. We can both dance.
You can act, I can't. Well, you can control your facial expressions, I can't.
I can't control my fucking mouth, but
very true.
Which gets you in some sorts of trouble.
We're not a duo that you want to have like in front of you when you've got like an opinion on something, because if we don't agree, she will tell you she doesn't agree and my face will tell you that I don't agree.
I feel like it's good that way though, that we've always had each other's backs, like we've always stuck up for each other, and I think that's because we are so close in age. You're
probably like, Megan doesn't like to be wrong about anything.
No.
But I think me, mum and dad, like, if we tell you that you're wrong, eventually you'll get it.
Yeah.
Whereas with other people, she would argue that the sky is green.
See if I could, yeah. And I feel like at the end of the day, I would get away with it.
She was wrong.
I would 100% get away with it. But that's just...
Like, you're more stubborn than I am. Like, I thought I was stubborn, but you are mega stubborn.
I think we've both kind of flipped though, because I used to be a bit of an idiot. I went through a phase of just being an absolute idiot. See, because I've got a cold, I apologise because I can feel myself starting to get a bit bleh. But I went through a phase of, I don't even think my mum and my dad liked me. I'm pretty sure mum handed me my clothes at one point, told me to get out the house, and I left for like a week. But then,
is that when you moved in with Megan?
Yeah. But then like
and then you stayed.
Then I kind of just screwed my head on and got my life together. And I think that was because I was always like, Caitlin's got her own house, Caitlin's got a good job, she's so responsible. And I was just like
good
kicking
job.
about,
we had
looking
the
like
same
I've been dragged through a
job.
bush. We did have the same job. Yeah, but I was spending all my money. You had your house, you had a car,
well,
you were absolutely fine. You were going holidays.
I had rent to pay.
I was like, what was I doing? Nothing. Drinking it away. Partying. Having the time of my life, but when you look back at it, it's really not the time of my life.
But in some ways, I feel like I missed out on doing that.
You have.
Like I was never a party person. I'm not a drinker.
Yeah.
I drank that much, I think, in my teenage years at Gaff, so I just kind of put myself off.
You'd rather go and sit in the pub with your friends, drink 2 pints, and then go up the road. Or 2 Coronas. That's what you'd do.
I would much rather go and sit in a pub with a couple of drinks and play pool than go to a club, because I just, 1, I'm anxious around people. 2, I'm claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And 3, just no.
But
it's just not my scene.
Yeah, but that's the thing when it comes to like sibling relationships. I feel like you're never the same. You might have the same interests, but you're never exactly the same. Everyone is their own person. If you don't enjoy that, then you don't enjoy that. But I will still drag you out of the house. Because I feel like you need, like, at some point in your life, I feel like you need to let loose. You need to have that couple weeks or couple months where you just don't care and you just enjoy yourself and see what happens. And you're a single girl. Single girl.
Thanks for reminding
me.
You
need to go out there and, grab life by the balls. Just find a fucking good man and not a weirdo.
Please don't delve into my exes, please.
I won't delve into your exes, but I would love to.
Yeah, we're not going to, because I could delve into some of yours as well.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not.
Anyway, enough talking. We're gonna do a sibling test, right? So I've got loads of cards here, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to answer the questions. So, 1,
I was pre-warned
2,
this was happening,
3,
and I'm
4.
terrified I'm going to fail.
I've got 5. You've got 5.
Oh, no.
We'll take it in turns to choose a card. You can grab the whiteboards. I can't be arsed moving. Thank you so much. So what you're going to do is we're going to read out what's on the card. I'll write down my answer for you, and you write down your answer for me. We've got a point system. It'll tell you on the cards how many points you're getting. By the end of it, whoever loses takes a shot. You take a shot of Bailey's if you lose, and I take a shot of hot sauce because I am hate for driving.
Because I don't
Sound
have a car.
Good? You ready?
I've never been so glad to be rid of my car.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
I asked you this yesterday.
Oh, God.
Name your top 3 favourite movies. And I didn't tell you mine, and that's karma.
Right, so I'm writing down...
Shit, I don't remember.
I'm writing down your ones.
Yeah. I feel like I've got more than 3, though.
I'm just going purely based off of childhood here, I think.
I'm done. And if you say I'm wrong, I'm absolutely not wrong. No, wait, I need to write...
She asked
Do I
me
need to write the film? I don't know how to spell it.
That's fine. She asked me yesterday what my favourite top 3 films are, and it was actually a very hard decision for me to make.
Oh.
God.
Oh, this is definitely not right. Are you good?
You're not going to be
You've
able
got
to read
5
this.
seconds. I've invented a timer halfway through the first round.
Oh, God, my handwriting is diabolical.
You
Yeah,
good?
I'm done.
Right. Tell me your top 3 favourite films. Go.
Harry Potter, just the franchise.
Well, I wrote that and then I wrote an actual film, so
But
choose an actual film.
My favourite film out of it is Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
Calamity Jane.
Yep.
Which I watched yesterday. And Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. I did spell Azkaban, bro. I don't know how to spell it. Azkaban. But do you know what? That's
Azkaban.
3 points to me.
Well done.
What are mine?
So, Megan, your top 3. First is Shrek. Then Arthur Christmas. And then 10 things I hate about you.
You
girl has
have
an
got
obsession
these
with Shrek.
way off.
No.
Way off. I told you yesterday, my favourite film is Apollo 13. Rocky Horror.
Oh my god.
And then probably Shrek. I'll give you Shrek, so you
You'll
get
give me
1
Shrek.
point.
Okay.
But The Breakfast Club's also up there.
True.
Oh, we don't have dusters.
I
So
can't believe that Arthur Christmas is not right, because she used to watch The Grinch on a loop pretty much, and then
And
she
then it went to
moved
Arthur
on to Arthur
Christmas.
Christmas.
yeah, if it's like
You
if
could
it's
quote that
Christmas,
film.
then I'll happily watch Arthur Christmas every single day, a few times a day, but not in like mid-July. Do you know what I mean?
Megan, I caught you watching The Grinch in April last year.
Yeah, well, to be fair, what's that telly?
Was
No.
that Taylor?
No, having you used to be able to record things like when you had Sky and Virgin Media and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I recorded Pete's Christmas and watched it religiously for like a year.
I was so sick of that film.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you
But
at all.
at the same time, I did watch Harry Potter, that actual film, Prison of Azkaban, on a loop for about a month. Every night, and I think it terrified her because she just does not. She likes Harry Potter more as an adult.
I watched Harry Potter for the very first time, like properly, a couple months ago, and I've yet to watch the last two because I just can't be arsed.
Did you watch Half-Blood Prince?
Yeah, I've just not watched. See the one that's two parts.
Beverly Hills.
That I've not watched that one because I just can't be bothered. But I'd seen The Prisoner of Azkaban, and I liked the maze. The one with the maze and
Goblet of Fire.
that one, yeah. But other than that,
They're my two favourite films. They kind of chop and change, but my book preference also chops and changes, and it's the same two,
yeah.
which is,
Well,
I think, quite weird.
Point pair one. I got 3 because I cheated. You got 1. Hit me with a question.
I don't think it's fair she asked me this question yesterday.
Kaitlin, this is my show. I can do as I please. Right.
I've seen this question, and I know what she's going to write for mine. What is their type in men? Please don't write what I think you're going to write.
What's my type and then? To be fair, I
Yours-
think I've
yours
went
has
from
changed.
my type has changed, but my type I was going to expose it.
Because I didn't really used to have a type, but then
Yeah.
my track record kind of spoke for itself.
Yeah.
So I literally have one word written here because this is what it used to be. This is what I know it used to be,
Go.
which was ginger.
Ginger.
Please tell me
Listen,
you're giving me that.
you can 100% have that point. I had a thing that was like my type. They had to be ginger, they had to have tattoos, and they had to be older than me.
Yep.
Don't know where this came from, but I suddenly just started feeling an attraction to gingers. But over the years, that's changed.
Yeah, that has changed. There's
Right.
not been any gingers recently.
I wrote tall, lanky, weird, severe money issues. I hope they're not watching. No, I hope they are. Because that is funny.
If they are,
No.
I will kill you.
Oh, there she's getting serious. One thing, Kaitlin had this ex, right? And honestly, God love him, because he did actually do some really funny stuff. But he came to my grand's house one day for
New Year.
New Year and brought 100 tiny little rubber ducks about that big and spent about an hour hiding them all over my gran and papa's house. They were still finding them about 6 months later.
She found one on top of a wardrobe doing her spring cleaning in
Yeah.
like April.
Yeah. And then he bought like, I didn't get any points there, you got one. He bought a bag of ball pit balls and said he was going to fill the bath with them, but it was for the cat. And in my mind, I was like, no, it's not. You're going to get in that bath and you're going to have a good time. That's exactly what that is for.
I mean, when he moved out, I sent the ball pit balls with him. I didn't even keep them for the cat because they were meant to be for the cat, and
No, they weren't.
As I said, they were meant to be for the cat, and they stayed underneath the bed in the
Yeah.
room for like a year and a half.
Yeah, that's very true. They were literally never used. But yeah, you get 1 point for that.
Thank you.
1 point. Right. I done this one kind of for me
Oh no.
because I was on Instagram and they all popped up. Between these 3 people, who would they kiss, marry and kill? So you need to do my 3 in order and I'll do yours.
Okay.
This is easy. So we've got Channing Tatum, Tom Holland And Jacob Elordi, if that's how you say his name. But I don't think you like any of these people. Okay.
Are you joking? Who was it again? Sorry, Jacob Elordi, Tom Holland, and
Channing Tatum.
Channing.
I feel like I could just answer this one. I'm too lazy to write everything. I've got mine. And this is 3 points. This is a point per one you get correct.
Oh, God. Please, no one judge my handwriting.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think I'm going to answer yours and you need to tell me if I'm right. You would kiss Jacob Elordi.
Correct.
That's 1 point. You would marry Tom Holland and
Yep.
you'd kill Channing Tatum.
Oh, yes. Whoop. So I think that Megan would kiss Tom Holland, marry Channing Tatum, and kill Jacob Elordi.
Probably, yeah. I was going to say I didn't really like Tom Holland because I've never watched, what is it, Spider-Man? I've never watched Spider-Man. I don't like Marvel, but
Spider-Man, Edge of Winter.
he's a good looking young man.
The Impossible, I think, was the first thing I saw him in.
Yeah. Well, he's doing a Romeo and Juliet. He's like doing a play, and I tried to get tickets for it, and it just didn't work out.
I think we should still go.
We'll still go and not get in. Just kick about the streets. We'll get a wee carry out. Right, next question.
Okay.
Because I want to see you take a shot.
What is their favourite thing to do in their spare time?
Oh.
I didn't used to have spare time, but now I do. So you should know the answer to this.
No. Okay, I've got mine. You can't say this is wrong. You probably will.
I'm trying to spell this correctly.
I don't know what you're trying to spell, but it's just so straightforward. Right, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Read.
Oh my gosh, don't! Because I wrote read books and then scribbled it out because I was like, you don't read books anymore. You use an US VPN and you sit and watch like Smallville and all these American shows. That is what you do in your spare time.
You know what, I'll give you that because I do both. I read.
Is that just out of pity?
No, I will actually give you that because I am actually watching Smallville just now.
Thank you.
It's not on a VPN, no, it's just on Prime.
What is...
Because, see, I had a few things written that I've scored out because this is what I know you've been doing most recently, and I feel like you've actually finished it, so I don't know if it's still correct, but you've been obsessed with watching Criminal Minds.
Yeah, I've not finished it at all, but I've battered through 8 seasons in 3 weeks. There's 24 episodes a season, and they're all 45 minutes long. I have been doing nothing. And it's been wonderful. It's been brilliant. So yeah, you get a point for
To be
that.
fair, I did that with Rosalie and Isles. There's 7 seasons of that, and yeah, I did skip a few episodes because I didn't like the episodes. But
No, I'll never skip
pretty
it.
much watched it.
Never skipping it. They're all too good looking for me. Right.
Never
What
watched
is-
Criminal Minds.
What is their favourite nickname to be called?
Oh no, wait.
Mine's is good. You only get called 2 nicknames. Oh, actually, you don't like getting called that anymore. Oh shit! What do you like? That's the
There's
most
so
irritating
many
noise
for
ever.
you.
Nah, the one I like's funny. Right, what's my favourite nickname to be called?
I have a list.
If it's on that list, you can have it.
Smeg.
Correct.
Frog.
Meg Smegmog.
Megmog.
Yeah, Smeg. It's so inappropriate, but it was like my first day when I started working at Nando's and the manager kept calling me Smeg. And it just kind of stuck after that.
Is that the manager I think it is?
The one with the big boobs.
Aye.
She was lovely. Right, I've got 2
She
for
called
you.
everybody Specky even though they didn't.
Katie and Katie Bash.
The only people I let call me Katie is my family. If anyone else calls me Katie, I get really angry.
I don't think I've ever called you by a nickname. But you
People-
call me Sprog all the time.
People called me Kat for years when we worked together,
Yeah.
and she hated it because she was like, I'm never calling you that name.
No.
It's not happening.
No, but then people stopped calling you Cat and I started calling you Cat. I think I just wanted to be different.
People at the last job stopped calling me Cat.
Yeah.
I left Cat in Nando's. I didn't take her with me. I just went back to being Kaitlin. And now no one at my current job calls me Cat because just no one there knows me as that.
Fair enough. Right, hit me with a question.
Okay. Oh dear. What did they want to work as when they were younger?
What did they want to work as?
Oh, I don't actually think I know this one.
Mine's is easy. I don't know how to spell this word.
I know what you're writing. What did you want to be when you were younger?
I couldn't be this because I'm really bad at it. It's something that helps people. Someone that it would help someone. I don't know how you don't know this. I don't get this right. I'll be so upset.
Actually, I'm terrified because I don't remember.
What's yours?
It was a forensic pathologist.
Oh! I wrote
So
scientist. Is that close
scientist,
enough? Point to me. And what did you write?
Doctor/surgeon.
No, it was a speech therapist. Why would I ever want to be a doctor? I actually decided and I wanted to be a marine biologist after a speech therapist. And I don't even know what marine biologist is. I just thought it sounded pretty cool. But you went on about forensic scientists for ages and I was like, mate, that's disgusting.
Up until I don't
want that.
I'm gonna out myself as being slightly awkward. One of my boyfriends, the first date that I went on with him, he asked me that question, what I want to do when I was younger, and I said a forensic pathologist. Basically, I wanted to dissect dead people. And up until a couple of years ago, I could have told you from start to finish how to do a postmortem. I did that personal project on it in school.
So if we ever have a massive argument and I go missing,
you know where to look.
Check our bins.
No,
did you ask that one? Or did I ask one?
I asked it.
Oh, it was you. Okay. What is the favourite book that they have read?
You haven't read that many.
I don't think I have read. Oh, no.
Oh, no,
I
wait.
read books when I used to go to the book club.
There's one I can remember you reading.
This is easy for me.
This is the one book that I remember sticking out in our room when you were in high school when you read this, to be fair, but I think you read it more than once.
Flip it. Paper Towns. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still in my room.
Yes.
I wrote Harry Potter.
Yeah. I actually have lost track of how many times I've read the Harry Potter series, and I know that sounds quite sad.
Yeah, it's very sad,
I read
actually.
it I had a goal that I used to try and read it once a year.
Why? When you can watch the film.
Because there's more in the books.
Who cares?
Once you've read the books, there's things in the film that the continuity, there's what's missing, because there's some parts that just where the cuts don't make sense to me as someone who's read the books.
I just can't be arsed. To put it lightly.
It doesn't even take that. The first 3 books, probably could have read them that many times, but I can get through the first 3 books in a day. But the other 4 are quite long.
Yeah. The last book I read was literally Paper Towns. Before that, it was A Fault in Our Stars, but that was because everyone was reading that.
I
and then
read
before
that on holiday in Salou.
Yeah.
After you read it.
Before that, I think it was when I used to go to the book club, and it was the Captain Underpants series.
You used to like a Jacqueline Wilson book for a while.
I used to like all Jacqueline Wilson books, but see,
I've
growing
never
up,
read one.
you realise that they're a wee bit morbid. And some of them are a bit pervy. But, I mean, each to their own, I suppose. I liked it at the time because I didn't know what it was about. Right, hit us with it.
Who is the current favourite artist and their favourite song by them?
I know the first name, I don't know the second name.
Oh.
It was on in the car the other day when I was taking you to work. Which you should know because I've been taking her to work for the past 3 weeks. Every single morning.
Because I currently don't have a car.
And I play this song every single day.
I can't remember the name of the song.
Well, it's 2 points, so if you get the person.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm pretty sure I've just seen it and I'm pretty sure it's wrong. Just go with it.
Oh dear. She's been listening to Arthur Hill quite a lot. Is that the right name?
Yeah, I really like Arthur Hill. Yeah.
There was a song that every time I got in the car she played it and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it. What was it?
It's called Dead in the Disco.
Thank you.
Yeah. But You could have got that, but my current I'll give you that because I do listen to that song all the time. But my current favourite song at the minute is actually Eminem.
Right. This girl, by the way, I've never met someone who can rap all of Eminem.
Oh, that is my party trick.
Song, it is her.
I whip that out every
16-second section in Rap God. Because my friends, when we were in high school, when we were at Gaff, I made her do that in front of everybody because my friends didn't believe that she could do it.
Yeah.
I'll admit we were all drunk at the time, so I don't think anyone really paid attention
I
to it.
learned it though, like years and years ago, like when I was young, like just hitting double digit when it was released. I don't know. I don't actually know when it was released.
To it back then.
But I learned that when I was like 13, 14, if it was out at that time. But for as long as I can remember, I've knew that. But now it's not as impressive because see, if you just listen to it, you probably can learn it pretty easily.
I know the words to it and I talk a lot, but I can't talk that fast.
Oh, I absolutely
I just can't.
I'm surprised you can't. You love a Gab.
I do love a Gab, but
I put Nathan. It's Nathan something, Heather on the Hill.
Nathan Evans.
That's his name. I was going to write Nathan Daw, but then I was like, who is that? I don't know if that's actually a person, if that's like a pal. It sounds like a name, doesn't it?
It does. I don't know.
Who knows?
But yeah, I'll give you that.
Can I get a point for that?
Yes.
So we've got one left each. How many are you on? Oh,
9.
we got the exact same, so we do have the exact same.
Oh no.
Is it? Oh no, it's me. Oh, you can do the last one. Right. What is one feature that they don't like about themselves?
You're gonna need a bigger whiteboard.
No. You just looked at my answer.
What do you not like about yourself?
I've got 2 that stick out. Why are you laughing? I will get her done for bullying. I don't know how I'm going to sue you, but I will. Go at me with it. Short leg. Fuck off.
You've got to give me that.
I had this thing. I thought I had one leg shorter than the other.
It's just the way she was sitting. She thought
it's the way that I was sitting, and I was sitting on the couch, like, and I was lying with my feet up, and the way that I was lying, like one leg was like that. And I started crying, getting really upset because I thought I had one leg shorter than the other. And I believed it for so long. And people were like, no, it's just the way you're lying. And I was like, no, it's not. Like, I've got one leg shorter than the other. But it would actually be my eye.
Because
I've got a lazy eye.
So did I, right enough. Which I
runs in the family.
Because I actually thought it was going to be, so we picked a chicken pot mark, like when you were a kid.
Oh no, that's
because I thought it was going to be that. And then I was like, no, because she goes on about the short leg.
I've not went on about the short leg in a while.
In a while?
In a while.
This year. You've not went on about it.
This year so far.
She's not said about it.
I wrote your nose, and that's just because you always moan that you've got, like, you broke your nose. But you didn't clinically, if that's the way to say it, break your nose. You just decided that you broke your nose.
Oh no, my nose is squint. I definitely broke my nose.
Yeah, and then it ended up squint, and you've been very...
It doesn't... What was the question? Something I don't like about myself?
Yeah.
I wouldn't actually say it's that anymore.
Anymore? So it was? I wouldn't take a point for that.
A long time ago, when it first happened. My thing that I don't like about myself now is actually my skin.
Well, like yes, I was going to say that, but then I was like...
It's my one insecurity.
Yeah, I wasn't going to
I really don't
out you to the people, you know.
It doesn't bother me. It happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, it may as well speak out about it. It's just...
Basically,
there's absolutely nothing wrong with it at all, babes. Don't you worry.
Basically, I get dark like hair underneath my chin, and nothing seems to give me works. So I just have to resort to kind of shaving my face with those cosmetic razor things. And I get really paranoid when I'm in like white light in case you can see it.
Yeah,
so it's a thing that would change.
That's the thing, though. Like,
but so many people have it. So
exactly.
It's a common
it's nothing
thing
to be. But everyone does. Everyone still has their insecurities. Other people might have it, but you can still be insecure about it. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with it at all.
No, I just get really paranoid. Just get really paranoid about it.
Yeah, but each to their own, shall we? Anyway, hit us with the last question because I really want to know who's taking a shot. And
I feel it's going to be us both. What was their best subject in school and what was their worst?
Worst? I wrote these and I don't fucking know. What did you take in school? What?
actually there's 2 for your best.
No
'Cause
wait,
I think you get
when
the
it comes to
same
worst, are
grades.
we doing like just the one that we didn't enjoy, or are we doing the one that like you took it as an exam and you just totally went tits up, like you just didn't do well at all?
Both, because I think we both had a
Yeah.
subject like that.
Still doesn't help. I actually don't know. What were you really shit at? No. I'm good to go.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah. So I know you were good at music and shit at drama. But I feel like I should probably put like physics or something there instead.
I'll give you physics because
I've not wrote physics.
I would give you it though because I didn't take drama past second year when it was mandatory.
Third year. Is it second year?
Second year.
Well, at first I was thinking
I didn't
physics.
take drama past its mandatory
Yeah.
stage. Music was my best subject.
Yeah.
So what I've got a degree in.
So do I get like anything for
You
that?
get music
I get
for
one.
it being my best subject.
Okay.
Megan's best modern studies and drama. You had your 2 highest grades in that, didn't you?
History.
Is it history? I thought it was modern
But
studies.
drama is my best subject and maths is my worst, so you do actually get 2 points.
Yay!
Oh, I was hoping we would do a tiebreaker, but you've actually got 1 point more than me.
No, I said I'd give you physics.
I didn't write physics.
But you said you were going to put physics, so I'll give you it.
But I didn't put that's not the aim of the game.
I'm just trying to be fair to you because you gave me
What,
one
and
that I
then we
didn't
need to do a
have on the board.
tiebreaker question? We need to take that shot and then I'll probably need to rush home.
Did you have a
TMI.
Did you have a tiebreaker question?
No. I was just hoping for the best.
preparation is
But-
stellar.
Do I need to actually take this? Oh, right. So, do you want to take one with me for good vibes?
You know
How
what,
much does it have to be?
I'll be fair. Since she
This
refused,
is my show.
Since
Why
you-
do I need to do this?
since she refused to take physics, which I would actually say you deserve.
Do you think that's decent? That'll blow the whole right off me. Oh. Right. Right, that is pretty decent.
I will do one with you.
Right, speed it up then. Oh my gosh, well, did you enjoy? Did you enjoy being here talking shit with me?
I did.
Yeah, I feel like we've got so much that we could actually talk about.
You and I can sit here all night.
Yeah, but we'll save it for another day. Anyway,
You're gonna have me back. Are you sure?
what we're going to do is we're going to say goodbye to the people. Thank you for watching. Join us next week. I'll probably be back here myself because do you know what? I kind of like doing this myself. I kind of like just saying what I want to say and don't have anyone, But thanks for watching. Big thanks to Kaitlin for being here. I know it's very out of her comfort zone, so I can't thank her enough. But yeah, cheers.
Thanks for having me. And I
No,
kind of wish I
you're
didn't.
so fine.
I kind of wish I didn't say yes to this.
Oh my gosh, I can't do this, right?
Don't throw up my sofas.
Oh my gosh, I'm never doing that again.
It's not actually bad. I thought it was me.